In the last episode, I was about to board on what would be the coldest adventure I have ever been on. I am traveling to the Arctic Circle with the overnight train. In this episode, you're gonna follow me on this crazy journey. I need to check what is my room number. Oh gosh. Dankeschön.
No problem.
Oops. Sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you. So far, I explained the issue with the train, but I didn't explain the train journey itself. Well, this was going to be the most exciting train ride I have ever done. But for you to understand that, let me situate you. Well, I am right now here in Stockholm, right down there. This train is the craziest train I have ever caught. This is the Arctic Circle overnight train, a train that crosses the whole Sweden, taking about 15 hours to bring you to the northernmost town in Sweden, Kiruna. Kiruna is located 200 kilometers above the Arctic Circle. There, I will be staying for 2 full days and then move forward to my final destination, which is Abisko, a village with approximately 120 inhabitants, located 50 kilometers further in the Arctic Circle. We are here speaking of 250 kilometers above the Arctic Circle. This is insane. And there is where I'm chasing the Northern Lights. And now, back to the story. This here, let's see. It says, So it just happened that I switched the numbers and I actually should be in carriage 13, room 22. I was saying that this train is not so long. Actually, it is huge. And my carriage is number 13 and I was at a 22. So this means I need to walk. So I need to walk a little bit until I find mine. I just got my ticket checked and soon found my carriage. The train is full. We don't have any space for anything here and anyone else. But I believe if there was only one empty, I could make kind of a tour. But since I can't, I will just show how it looks like on the outside. This wagon is exclusive for who booked a bed in a shared cabin. Every pair of doors corresponds to one cabin with up to 6 beds. You can either choose stay in a mixed, male or female cabin. You also have foldable seats out here in the corridor. I just happened to share my cabin with 4 other people. They were just so nice and I was so glad that I got to meet them. The cabins are really tiny and the drama for us started when we tried to mount the beds. It was really confusing.
You already know, then I don't have to look up.
So this is how it opens. No, it's not here. It's kind of a lucky game then. The instructions were not helping much. Initially it seemed easy. I don't know. I just knew that it says we should push a button and we were good. Well, it actually wasn't that easy.
I think we need to put that up first.
Okay.
And then we can put that back out of the way. Yeah.
So,
Put it on the other side.
oh gosh. Okay. So. There it is.
Sorry.
Fine. Oh gosh.
Okay, got it.
So yeah.
Are you stuck?
Yes, now I need to wait. The cabin is not that big, so we need to manage this space as good as we can. And with 5 people in there, it's a bit difficult, but we got it. And so essentially this is how it works. We just need to lift this part of the seat and then pull it down, and then we have a bed. And up here we need to put the stairs on. Who is staying up can climb up. We have some bottles of water here, some outlets. Is this a safety belt or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
The upper beds have a safety belt attached to the ceiling. Who is staying in the upper beds necessarily needs the stairs to climb up. And this was my bed. This was the easiest one since you didn't need any push and pull. You even have some storage pockets that made my life way easier. I had a duvet, a hand towel, a pillowcase, a duvet cover, a bed sheet, and last but not least, a pillow. So this was my setup for the night. The train would make several stops on the way, and the more to the north we rode, the more snow we saw. The only spots of light we could see outside was the light of the train wagons. And for most of the time, we only could see darkness outside. I was at this point very tired, and I needed to get some sleep. Even with the train noises and the shaking, I could sleep pretty well. This route is partially cancelled, but I will explaining this later. I feel tired, and not because I didn't sleep well, but actually because it's 6:30 in the morning. It is extremely cold outside. That's why the whole window is completely frozen. Look at this at the window. So, I'm getting ready now. Just searching for the restaurant where I could just get a cup of tea. Whoa. Look at this. Oh my gosh. The temperature was so low that the area between the wagons was completely frozen. And all this here, they are rooms, and
Jag har fått stanna till här i Hednordet och det är ett tåg.
The restaurant is not that way. I would end up outside.
Tåget, då rullar vi
Oh gosh.
tåget till Boda.
Yeah.
Och ifall man har missat så är
It's a good start in the morning anyways. So I need to get back and take care to not sleep on this ice. I find this so crazy. So let's see if it's on the other side. As you can see, I am not in the train to Kiruna. This train is actually going to Lulio. I think this is how it's spelled. But what happened is that my train was partially cancelled for safety reasons due to extreme cold. Okay. But the train was cancelled because of extreme cold. The temperatures will reach just under 30 below zero. This is completely insane. So for safety reasons, they just canceled the train. And now we are just going to this city and then we make their connection, lulio to Kiruna. And that's exactly what we are doing right now. So it would take 4 hours more than expected, but there is no other option. So this is kind of what you go through when you're trying to go to the Arctic Circle. So it's kind of expected.
Next stop is Boden, and you leave the train on your right hand side. Next to Boden.
Before Lulio, we still stopped in Boden, and this took some more minutes from us. Since the route has been partially cancelled, we were arriving at our destination with a delay of 4 hours, initially. And I said initially because, trust me, it will get worse. And it wouldn't stop snowing.
We are leaving Boden behind us, and our next stop is Sundby sjukhus, and it's in about 10-15 minutes to Sundby sjukhus. And after that, it's the end station Lulio. From Sundby sjukhus to Lulio, it takes about 12-15 minutes.
We finally arrived in Lulio. We were supposed to catch another train at around 10:30 in the morning, and this train would take us to Kiruna.
So we arrived. It's freezing cold. We are in Lulio now, and we are getting the next train in 2 hours to Kiruna. So let's wait inside because it's freezing cold. It's so freaking cold. And it's beautiful. Everything absolutely white. Fresh snow that you can feel with your feet. They are so fluffy still. And completely white and still clean, I mean. Oh, that's the station.
At this point, we could notice that the daylight took way longer to show up. The more you go up north, less sunlight you will have, especially during the period of the polar nights.
Right now, but it's freaking cold.
The train was supposed to arrive at 10:30, but it delayed once again. The train from Lulio to Kiruna was about an hour and a half late. So if you add those other 4 hours of delay from Stockholm to Luleå, we are already by almost 6 hours delay. Nothing that could be changed, since it depends on the weather conditions. We just needed to cope with it and hope no more delays would happen. Is something that fascinates me. In this moment, I do nothing but admire and acknowledge how nature can do its way, and there is nothing we can do about it. All I feel right now is respect and admiration for this incredible ability to make us feel powerless and amazed. Most of the time, we were surrounded by magical landscapes and nothing else around apart from nature and the railroad. And from clear skies, we suddenly would switch to snowfall and moodiness. Even though the route was readjusted to take the passengers to Kiruna, what we feared earlier just happened. We got stuck on the way in the middle of nowhere for about 3 hours.
I'm not so sure what is going on right now. I just know that we are stuck somewhere and the train cannot move forward. I don't know exactly why, and I'm arriving there way later than planned. Let's see if we still can do something interesting today, but honestly...
At this point, we got a total delay of 9 hours, and they even offered us free beverages and lunch.
Meat or...
Yes, I would like to have a wrap, maybe.
Yeah.
And to drink, hot chocolate then. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, just still, please. So we just got some free drinks and something to eat because the train is very late and now we are stuck somewhere, and for this reason they are giving us food.
We finally started moving again.
Did you listen to this honk? I believe that there are some animals on the rail, and the train driver, he essentially tries to scare the animals so that there isn't any accident.
One time or another, you would spot wild animals like moose, reindeer, and foxes.
What I find very interesting here is that now it's 1 p.m. and all the sunlight we see outside is this pink color on the sky, and more sunlight than this in this region in this time of the year we don't get.
And in fact, as you notice, there is nothing else outside other than nature in extreme conditions. No houses, no roads, no people. Nothing. Only a fence covered in snow, separating civilization and the wild. I was already missing the scenery and this winter wonderland. But more exciting things were waiting for me. But this part of the story, I tell you in the next video.